Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be like a little makeup tutorial as well as me doing my hair. Attempt to do my hair anyways. So I'm going to be doing like a little date night look. Obviously this look can be worn for like a night out, like a friend's birthday or just anything really. So yeah, let's get on with the video. Why does it start raining like right when I'm just about to start filming? This is so good. Also, please excuse my morning face, my morning hair. So I have just primed my face, and as always I have been using my moisturizer, which is this one by Kiehl's. So this is the Ultra Facial Cream by Kiehl's. There you go. So I actually get the travel sized one from Sephora. So this is 28ml and I get mine. That is my dog, I'm so sorry. And I get mine for about $30. Okay, so it's time to get on with my makeup. So I'm just going to put my hair up quickly. Okay, so there we go. Let's start off by going in with foundation. So at the moment I've actually been mixing two of my favorite foundations together. And the reason for that is because I have been to the Caribbean quite a lot recently, so I've got a bit of a colour, and as you can see my face is so much more paler to the rest of my body. So I've been going in with my trusted foundation and then just like another darker foundation to mix them together. So the two that I have been using is this one by CYO, and I use it in the shade 109. You can get this from Boots. And then I have also been using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation, and I use it in the shade Golden Caramel 332. I have actually just mixed that on my little foundation thing, and then I'm going to be using my beauty blender to mix it all in. Also, I was just going to say, please excuse the state of my skin at the moment. I just had like a bit of an exfoliation going on just before I started this video, so yeah, it wasn't a great idea. Okay, so I think that will have to do. I know it's a little bit too dark at the moment, but it will lighten up, and don't worry. So this is my favorite ever concealer. I have been using this for such a long time now. So this is the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and this is in the shade Porcelain, which I think is the lightest shade. So I love using this. So I'm just going to be putting this under my eyes, forehead, nose, chin, and my eyelids as well. I actually use this to prime my eyes as well before I put my eyeshadow on, just because I just find it easier. I mean, this is a look, isn't it? Next up, I'm going to be going in with some pressed powder, and I'm going to be using this to set my eyes so that my eyelids don't crease, or under my eyes as well. So again, I'm going to be going in with the LA Girl Pro Face pressed powder, and I am using this in the shade Classic Ivory. Then I'm also just going to be using my little Morphe M504 brush to pat that on. Next up, we are going to be going in with some eyeshadow, I think. And for that, I'm going to be using my Morphe palette, which is the Jaclyn Hill palette. So I don't know if you know or if you have seen these palettes. Again, I didn't do a lot of makeup videos. I did one makeup video, and that was to sort of show you how I get ready for work. And so this palette I mentioned in my other video as well. And I actually tried to find out what the name was of this eyeshadow palette, but I just don't know what it is. It's like the one with the warmer colours in them. I'm sort of just going with the flow. So I'm going to be using the shade Lolly and Rush. So just these two shades over there. Should we zoom in a little bit? As I said, I'm obviously not like a makeup artist or anything. I'm not even that good at doing my own makeup, but I just really enjoy doing it. So I wouldn't say that I wear makeup every single day. I do obviously when I go to work, and that's probably like 2-3 times a week, sort of depends on my schedule. But I really enjoy just playing around with makeup. I wouldn't say that I'm that adventurous with makeup. I wish I was, but I'm not quite that adventurous. So I'm just going to be blending these two shades together. As you can see, goodness, what is this? It's sticking to my eyelids. As you can see, I'm not really like doing anything specific. I'm just really like sort of mixing the two colors together and putting them like all over my lid basically. And just blending them in together. I'm going to be going in with that same orangey shade and just putting some more under my eyes just there. I find that orange actually really brings out the colour of my eyes because I've got greeny, bluey, more green eyes. Okay, so next up I'm going to be going in with some contour, and for that I actually only use one product, and that is by Morphe. So this is a little, what is called a bronzer, so it's like bronzer, contour, all in one, and it's in the shade Celebutante, I think. I'm really not quite sure. So that's what it's called. It's from Morphe, and this is what it looks like. It is so beautiful. So I'm going to be using this darker shade, and I'm just going to be going in with this big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to be putting this right here. I'm not going to be putting on too much just because recently I've been into like the not so contoured look, so just like a tiny, wow, this is so attractive. So not like that super bronzy look, just like a tiny bit of contour. And then I'm just going to be putting this on my forehead as well. There we go. And then just here as well, and blend it down my neck just a tiny bit. Hi there, and we're back. So sorry, my camera just died on me, so let's continue. All I have done in the meantime is use that same bronzer from Morphe, and I've just contoured like the side of my nose, and that is it. So next up we've got highlighter, and again this product is by Morphe, and I absolutely love this highlighter so much. So this is in the shade Extra. There we go. So for this I'm going to be using my little highlighter brush, and I just use like a really random one from ELF. It's a small tapered brush from ELF. Just going to be patting it on, and look how beautiful it looks. Oh my goodness, it's so nice. And then just the same on the other side. Just going to be contouring here, the end of my nose, down my nose, my top lip, and then I'm just going to be taking like a tiny little brush, putting like a tiny bit into my inner corners, and then also just under my eyebrow on my brow bone. I'm gonna go back in with that same brush. I'm just gonna put some on here as well. I'm just gonna put some on my collarbone as well. Not that you can really see it, but we know it's there, so it's basically the same thing. For my eyebrows, I've been using this little ELF palette for quite a few months now. I think it's probably even been like 1.5 or 2 years. So this is what the little palette looks like. It's in the shade Medium. So when you open it up, you've just got like these two little shades, like a creamy side and then like a powdery side. But to be honest, I've not really touched the powdery side much, just because I don't really like it. So I'm just going to be brushing my eyebrows first of all. And then I'm going to be just filling them in. I don't put too much on the front, just maybe like the middle and the back bit. I sort of just brush it up at the front. I do like underline like the front bit, like just there on the bottom, but yeah, you will see anyways. I find it funny how as we grow up we go through like all these different eyebrow trends, if you know what I mean. Like I remember all my friends at school either had like huge eyebrows or like tiny little teeny eyebrows. It's so funny. Then I'm just going to like turn it around and then basically just brush it up, brush all the product from the bottom of my eyebrow upwards, and then it just sort of blends it in. And yeah, that's literally everything that I do. So let's move on to the other eyebrow now and do exactly the same. I mean, I think I've got naturally quite dark eyebrows anyway, so it's okay. But yeah. I think they look pretty similar to me. This is what I use for my eyeliner, and this is the, oh, I've got some black stuff here. So I'm using the Benefit Roller Liner eyeliner. So this is what it looks like. Oh, it's great. So this is actually the mini version of the proper full eyeliner that they do. And so this is like the travel sized one. Are you even surprised that it's travel sized? I'm not. I think they're only like $13 in Sephora, so that's amazing. I know you can't get them in the UK. I mean, I know that there's no Sephora in the UK, although I've actually heard rumours that there is a Sephora coming to London and Manchester. I'm not too sure how true this is, but honestly, if you have any sort of information on this, please leave a comment in the comment section down below, because I would be so happy. Like, I know I get to go to the US all the time, and I'm so lucky that I get to buy stuff from Sephora, but I know that there's a lot of people who really wish there was a Sephora in the UK, and to be honest, it wouldn't do me a favour for my bank balance anyway, and I'm sure a lot of girls agree with me, but it would still be amazing, you know what I mean? Let's apply some eyeliner. All I'm going to do is like a simple winged eyeliner. To be honest, I am so rubbish at doing this, so if you don't mind, I'm going to be doing this off the camera, but I will show you what it looks like when I finish. Okay, so eyeliner complete. I wouldn't say it's amazing. They don't really look like the same, but we're going to ignore that for now and just get on with it. Yes, so next up we are going to be going in with some mascara. And I've actually used this for such a long time. I feel like I'm a bit surprised that I haven't run out yet. I actually think I bought this like a year ago. Or like 10 months ago. I don't know. Apparently I heard that expires quite soon. So I should probably look into that. Oh my god, it actually says it on here. 6 months. Oh. Okay, well, anyway, so I use the Max Factor 2000 Calorie Dramatic Volume Mascara. So, there you go. Yeah, I'm just going to be applying some mascara now. I was planning on wearing false eyelashes, but I'm just, oh, I don't know, I get a bit with them sometimes. I get a bit like conscious if they start falling off, or if they like start undoing in the corners. Just constantly keep touching them, and then that just gets the glue off even more, and then that just becomes an even more of a disaster. So no eyelashes today, but I'm just going to be applying quite a good coat of this mascara and hope that that's going to be enough. I've been using this eyelash serum that I'm sure you would have seen or come across my channel, because I've mentioned it in quite a few of my videos, and that's the Mavalash little eyelash serum that I use on my eyebrows and my eyelashes. But I mean I actually use it quite consistently for about a month or so, and then I didn't use it for quite a few weeks. So I feel, I mean, I haven't seen any changes recently, just because I honestly haven't been using it as much as I should be, but I really need to go back into using it, because I really wish I had longer eyelashes. Like, I barely have any eyelashes. So there we go. I mean, it honestly makes basically no difference, but whatever. Also, I was going to say, what I really admire about makeup and just the beauty of makeup is the fact that everyone looks different, everyone has different faces, everyone has different products that they use, different procedures. Like, a lot of people have like their different routines. So some of them will start by doing their eyeshadow, others will start by doing their base, so their foundation, and just, it's such a cool like process to see different people apply different sort of makeup using different products on different skin tones, and it's just such like a cool thing, I think. So I really enjoy watching people do their makeup, because I don't know, I just seem to learn so much from them. Okay, also this is new as well. I've actually been a little bit into blusher recently. So I picked this up from Sephora, and this is just from Sephora, the brand itself, and it's in the shade Peach Blossom. So when you open it up, you get like two sort of shades, and oh, there you go. And so the reason that sort of inspired me to get this blusher is because I watched Jennifer Lopez's new movie, which is called Second Act, I believe. If you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. It's such a good movie. So I watched it on the plane when I was on my way to LA a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, when you watch her in the video, in the movie, she has like, her makeup is done absolutely beautifully, and she has quite like a yellow skin tone, like an olive skin tone like myself, and she's quite tanned, and with her blondie brown hair coming down and all her beautiful outfits and her beautiful face, her blusher really puts the whole thing together. So it's more of like an orangey brownie shade that they use on her, so not like a pink or red. But so that sort of inspired me to get it as well. I mean, I'm just going to be using like the tiniest bit. We're just going to be using some here. I never ever used to be like a blusher girl, and I mentioned it to some of my colleagues on my flight who I just came home with, and they were like, blusher? I haven't actually used blusher since I've left school, or like since I started school. It was just like, it was such like a random bit of makeup to use when we were little, and now it's like, oh, we're going back to blusher. Okay. But yeah, that's my new little thing. So now that all that's done, I'm just going to be setting my face, and for that, I mean not setting my face, setting my makeup. So for that, I'm going to be using my MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus, and yeah, let's just put this all over, I guess. This smells really nice. I don't actually use that too often, but tonight, just because I wanted to stay on my face all night, we're going to be using it. So next up, I am going to be going in with, let's do my hair first, just because yeah. So what I'm doing tonight for my hair is I'm just going to be curling it, and I'm going to be doing something really cool that I saw on someone's channel. I don't know if you guys know Pia Mullenberg. I think that's what her surname is. I'm so sorry if I am not pronouncing it right. But she's like my absolute favourite YouTuber in the whole entire world. So she has her channel together with now her husband, Kane. So their YouTube channel is called Pia and Kane, and what they do is basically travel for a living, and they're like half Australian, half German, Malaysian. So I am so in love with her, and I absolutely love their vlogs. So this hairstyle is going to be inspired by Pia, because she did a video on this about a week ago or so. So yes, I'm excited to sort of try and recreate it. I have to be honest, this is like the first time I'm going to try and do it. I hope that it's not going to turn out as like an absolute fail, but we shall see. So what she does first is she gives herself like a side parting, just like this, and then she sections off this first bit of her hair. How are we going to do this? She sections off like this bit, and then she also sections off this bit. So she's only doing really like the bits that frame her face. So I think this will sort of have to do it, I believe. There we go. Oh, that's annoying. What are we going to do? We're going to put this up. So let's start. I'm going to be grabbing little sections from the back and just curling it and making my way forward. I mean, I better get practicing with this hairstyle, because I have a big event coming up that I have been dropping little hints about on my Instagram, and I have mentioned this special event in quite a few of my vlogs previously. So, I mean, this event is really coming up now, really not long to go. I think I have like exactly a week today, so oh my god. I mean, by the time you're watching this video, I will probably be only a couple of days away from the competition. There we go, just some loose curls, and then I'm just going to be doing the same on this side, but not this bit. What I have just done is I finished curling the other side of my hair, and then I tried to do the little things that what this whole thing is basically about. I know it looks a little bit funny at the moment, but let me just show you what I basically did with these two. So going over to the other side of my hair, so I'm going to be taking a section of my hair that I'm going to be curling. So I'm just going to be back combing this first section here and curl this bit of hair here. And you're going to be curling it away from your face. And then we are sort of going to catch the curl. So as we have sort of caught the curl, there we go, we are going to do this and then pin it. Just like this. Okay, it looks a bit crazy, but let's just hope that this works. Maybe this isn't even like a new technique, but I just don't really like, as I said, I'm really not quite creative with my hair. Then we're just going to curl this bit as well and do the exact same thing. We're going to catch it. She said the whole idea of this is basically that you sort of let the curls like cool down. So you're not going to have them pinned up for very long, just until they are sort of cool. But I mean, I have to be honest, her video didn't quite look like this. Her curls were completely different, so I don't quite know what I'm doing wrong, but I think we're just gonna go with the flow and see what the final result is like when I take my hair out. I think it's been like 15-20 minutes or so. I'm going to let the curls out and see what they are like. I'm a bit nervous, I'm not going to lie. Ooh, okay, fine. Go, that's not too bad. And then we've got this one. Oh, I know what I've done wrong. Oh my god. The whole reason that she did a side parting is because she curls her hair when she's got a middle parting and then she folds it over for more definition. I mean, okay, never mind. We can fix it. Wow, there's so much more definition at the front. I'm really loving this. She actually brushed them out a little bit in her video, so I guess I'm going to brush mine out a little bit too. I mean, this isn't too bad. I was expecting a little bit of like more of a volume sort of thing. Maybe I should have back combed this section more. Okay, so basically what she says is the best thing to do is do exactly what I've just done, but with a middle parting. And then when you finished it, you move the curl that was on this side over to this side. Ah, makes sense. Okay, so next time that I do it, I'll be more familiar with how to do it. Okay, so next up, all there is to do is apply some red lipstick. I thought red would go really well with the gold jewelry that I'm wearing and my blue dress as well. So yes, this is the one that I also used in my get ready with me video that I did when I was in my uniform in LA. If you haven't seen it, go and check that out. So this is by Fenty Beauty and it's in the shade Uncensored. It's like my favorite red. It's so beautiful. So let me go and put this on quickly. So there we go, we're all done, yay! I figured this is like a bit of a different video, so I actually really enjoyed filming this. Also, for the ones wondering, my dress, I'll post a picture of this on my Instagram, but my dress is from Forever 21, my watch is from Michael Kors, and my bracelet and my earrings are from ALDO. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so appreciative of all of you guys watching my videos, liking it and commenting it and everything. Please don't forget to subscribe and make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up. Please leave any video suggestions down in the comment section down below. And yes, thank you so much for watching again. I will see you in my next video. Bye!